Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and I might need a new sign. Look, it got torn. I might have to make a new one. But anyway, today I'm talking about Awful Awesome Horror Volume 2. And this is by Jacob Gustafson. And I really dig the cover. I like the little fake stickers on it. Back cover. And this is a second volume of what he calls awful awesome horror movies. He says he likes that better than So Bad They're Good. And I mean, yeah, it's just a alphabetical list. There's apparently over 100 movies listed in here. Each one on the left hand page is the cover, the box art, the movie poster, whatever. And then on the right-hand page, it gives you the title of the movie, the year it came out, the runtime, and the directors. And then he gives you a quick breakdown of the plot, and then his review, and whether or not it truly is an awful awesome movie, if it's something, if you like this kind of thing, if it's a must-see, if it's something you could skip, maybe don't watch it with your friends, because it could be uncomfortable. Know your audience. And I like this kind of thing. I like watching So Bad They're Good movies as long as it's entertaining. That's the most important factor, and he talks about that as well. As long as I'm entertained, I'm not going to go crazy over how bad something is. I'm part of a group that has a bad movie night in cyberspace almost every Saturday. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but so... yeah, this just has a bunch of movies, and I'll tell you what, right off the bat, let's find... Nope, went too far. Right here. One of the movies in here is Carousel. I love this movie. It is a low-budget movie. I think I'm pretty sure I have a review of it, and its sequel, somewhere on my channel. But I genuinely love this movie. It is so much fun. It is so funny. There's another one in here. I think it's in the P's. Let's see if I get to the P's. Yep, there it is. Pinata Survival Island. Way back in the day on TNT. I think it was on TNT, maybe USA. They would show horror movies like late at night on the weekend. Not with any horror host or anything. It wasn't like when Joe Bob was doing his thing. And this was like in heavy rotation. It seemed to pop up once every month or so. And yeah, it's about a killer piñata. But I love it. It's just so much fun. There's some others in here I don't remember that I like, but I've never seen this one, but I love that squirrel with the eyeball. That's my kind of movie. And then, yeah, so some are great, some are horrible, some have horrible artwork. I'm trying to find one with like just really bad artwork. There's one in here called Exorcist Shark, I think, something like that. And they just watched it. Shark Exorcism, maybe? They actually just watched it on the Bad Movie Night in Cyberspace. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. Yeah, Shark Exorcist. I wasn't able to make that viewing. But this, I just ran across another one. Where was it? The Sand. I think it's also called The Beach or something. I think there might be a couple titles for it. I've seen that. It's not a bad movie. But these are low budget. Some of them are horrible. It's got classic bad movies like Manos, Hands of Fate. I gave it... oh, you know what? I could not find it on Goodreads. They had Volume 1. I couldn't find Volume 2. I would have given it 3 out of 5 stars. There are some, I don't know if it's a formatting issue. Sometimes sentences just end right in the middle of the sentence. and the next sentence starts. There's no period or anything. You're just in the middle of a sentence, and all of a sudden, capitalized word, brand new sentence. Some, it seems like he's telling us the synopsis of the film. All of a sudden, there's his review, and then he finishes the synopsis. I don't know if that was a formatting thing or he just happened to write that one differently. And it seems that the back is copy and paste a little bit, because it does say, also included is some advice on how to host your very own awful awesome movie night. And that is not in here. It's in the first one. It is not in this one. And I believe in his introduction, he even says, I'm not going to put that in here because it's in the first one. So just some little technical glitches, if you will. But for this kind of book, since it's not a narrative book, yeah, it'd be nice if it were a little more polished, but it's all about the movies that he's talking about. And so 3 out of 5. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It is what it is. It's a guide to these movies, and there are plenty that I'd like to find and watch. And so, yeah. He also, I did review the first one, I believe. And he also has one for action movies, one for science fiction movies. I have both of those. And he says he's going to have second volumes of those as well. The first Awful Awesome, I think, had more sci-fi horror in it than this one. He mentions in the introduction, since he's doing sci-fi as well, that he's stuck to horror without heavy sci-fi elements, I suppose. But anyway, that's it. Awful Awesome. Horror Volume 2. What does it say? A journey through the wild world of So Bad They're Good movies. Jacob Gustafson. If you're into that sort of thing, I recommend it. It's a nice, fun guide. It's obviously the guy has a passion for these sorts of things, and I think he seems pretty straightforward. You know, he'll tell you he likes practical effects, and he, like me, he'll say it was boring. He's not put off necessarily by the bad acting. When you've got these super low budget movies with non-professionals, you know, you get what you get. I just want to be entertained. So that's it. Question for this video, probably the same question I asked when I reviewed the first volume. I'll try to change it up a little bit. I think in the first volume I asked just your opinion on So Bad They're Good movies, if you bother to watch them, if you enjoy them. This time, I'll get a little more or ask for something a little more specific. What is your favorite So Bad It's Good movie, or Awful Awesome movie, whatever term you want to use? Do you have a favorite So Bad It's Good? Or if you're not going to go down the road of super low budget independent films, what is your favorite? I hate to use the term guilty pleasure, so your favorite critically panned movie? Your favorite movie that most people you know don't like? Yeah, I think that covers all the ground. For me, I would have to say, and I'm not even sure this actually falls into the category, so I'm going to start with probably my 2 favorite low-budget independent films that might be classified this way are Chainsaw Sally. Absolutely love that movie. I try to watch it once a year at least. And Puppet Monster Massacre, which is a R-rated horror movie with Muppets. And it's a comedy, but it's got Muppet nudity and sex and violence, and it's fantastic. But I'm not sure. Neither one of those, I believe, have been in either volume of this. If I had to pick something from these books, I would go with Carousel. I absolutely love that movie. It is just so much fun. So many laugh out loud moments for me anyway. But what do you like? That's the question. Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post spoiler warning. We try to be polite here on the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. All that YouTube stuff. If you'd care to follow me in other social media, my Twitter is at Ronan5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. Yeah, that's all I've got. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I've been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.